Today, we're setting the foundation for your content journey. Whether you're a business owner, a beauty creator, or someone who's just ready to start building their brand online, this is where we start. I'm talking mindset, strategy, and branding in a way that actually makes sense. No fluff, just vibes and results. So grab your favorite drink, get comfy, and let's break it down. Okay, so let's be real. There is so much content out there. So what makes people stop scrolling for you? Three things: authenticity, value, and personality. When I say authenticity, I mean that people don't follow brands, people follow people. Show up as yourself, be real, be you, and really lean into that. If you're messy and all over the place, be messy and all over the place. If you're a new mom, share the struggles about being a new mom. If you're a hairdresser, show your ins and outs of being a hairdresser. People want to connect to people that are similar to them. So when you start showing up as you and not your brand, you're going to connect more with an authentic audience. Value. Value is so freaking important when it comes to your content. Value is what makes people hit that save button, hit that share button, post on their story, send it to their friends, send it to their family. When you bring value, you bring a reason for people to hit that follow button. Whether you're educating, entertaining, or inspiring, your content should give people something. Think, how do I make their day better? How can I solve a problem for them right now in this current moment? Personality. Girl, let your vibe shine. Whether you're quirky, whether you're funny, whether you're glam, whatever your vibe, your aesthetic, your personality is, let that be and lean into it as much as possible. Share as much as possible. Anyone can create a pretty aesthetic 4-second video, but people want to know who's behind that lens. Who are you? What type of person are you? What do you like? What don't you like? Sharing all the things that make you uniquely you is really what's going to connect to your audience. When people know who you are, they're going to want to hit that follow button, and you're going to start building a community based on who you are as a person. And once you start leaning into who you truly are, your content and all of that is going to naturally show who you are, and it'll start naturally building an audience. One thing I love to tell my clients is, what kind of content do you love to consume? Because maybe that's the type of content that you would also love to create. Also, never consume more than you create. That is very important because that late night scrolling can get a little crazy. So never consume more than you create. All right, now we are going to start defining your brand and your 4 pillars. Your brand isn't your logo colors. It's not your fonts. It's not the aesthetic you create. Your brand is who you are and how you make people feel, because that is what people are going to remember about you. Think about 4 words that describe your personal or business brand. For example, confident, creative, fun, inspiring, or educational, bold, chic, and relatable. Wellness, minimal, calming, real. These words help you stay consistent and build a brand that people instantly recognize. Drop your 4 words in the comments below because I really want to know what your 4 words are. But definitely take some time on this. Think about who you want to show up as, who you genuinely are as a person, and what are those 4 words going to be to describe you as a brand. So once you have defined your 4 pillars, it's time to identify the aesthetics and niche of your brand. So the aesthetics is like the vibe of your brand. It's what makes your content cohesive, and it gives it your personal style. There's so many aesthetics to choose from. I personally love going to Pinterest and figuring this out. But before you do that, I want you to ask these 3 questions. Do you love warm tones, neutral tones, bold tones, vibrant colors? Kind of really pick what color scheme that suits you the best. Are you all about clean? Are you about fun graphics? Are you about a minimal design? What catches your eye when you see other people's feeds? Do you want your feed to feel soft and dreamy or high and energized? Answering all of those questions will really help identify the aesthetic of your brand. I would go to Pinterest and I will type in super vibrant Instagram feed. And I'm also going to put in like high energy. Let's see what comes up. So I love to just scroll through these. You can also put in neutral tone, minimal design Instagram feed. Just kind of figure out what you love, like what speaks to you, what you would love to personally design, and what fits more your personal branding. I would personally create a board. I have my own branding board where I have all of my things that kind of inspire social society. And I would encourage you to do the same, of creating your own board with palettes and feeds and just quotes if you love quotes, just things to have that kind of start building your brand board. So now you have your niche, and your niche is basically like your zone of genius. Like, what are you known for? What knowledge do you have? What value can you bring? Is it beauty tips? Is it hair tips? Is it wellness tips? Fashion, lifestyle? There are so many different niches to go into. And I really say the nichier, the better. So like if you are in the fashion niche, which is very saturated, I know, I would definitely recommend getting very nichey with it. So maybe you are in the fashion niche, but you definitely focus on like very bright, bold colors. Or you're in the fashion niche and you are a minimalist and you like to show people staples and just capsule wardrobe pieces. But also don't stress too much about this, because I always tell my clients, your niche is almost going to find you. The more you create, the more you build your personal brand and you lean into what authentically makes you, your niche is almost going to build itself, because you're going to be able to come online and talk about the things that you genuinely know and that genuinely make you happy. And that's your niche. Think about what you naturally love sharing, what you naturally passionate about, and just what naturally fits into your everyday life. Now that you have your brand foundation, let's talk strategy, but in a way that won't burn you out. Ask yourself, how often can I realistically post on my socials? Always remember that consistency always beats quantity. So if you can consistently post twice a week and keep that up, that is going to beat posting every single day, then getting burnt out, not posting for a while, and then trying to do that again. I promise you, the algorithm is going to hate you, mainly from personal experience, because I have been doing that recently with my Instagram and I see it in my numbers. I'm just not being consistent, but I'm also not putting the time and effort into creating a realistic posting schedule for me. So the key here is to just be realistic with it. It's okay if you only post 3 times a week. I promise you that is more than enough content. People are content overload. And sometimes when you focus on the consistency and the quality, your followers are going to appreciate that a lot more than you just throwing something out on the feed to just throw something out on the feed. You know, also, when you're trying to decide how many days you want to post a week, ask yourself, what kind of content do you love creating? Do you want to create reels? Do you want to create graphics and carousels? Do you love photos? Do you love long form content like YouTube, Instagram stories? What is the content that you really do love creating? And definitely lean into that more. But of course, create all kinds of content. Definitely try to multiply and post on many different platforms, but really lean into the content that you love creating, because the last thing you want to do is get burnt out. So mix it in a way that feels fun, because if you're not enjoying the process, I promise you your audience isn't going to either. I personally love to batch create. I know there's a lot of people that don't like to batch create. They would rather create the day of, which is totally great and totally doable too. I've done that before, but I personally love to have a content bank of just at least a week or 2 weeks worth of content. It just makes my head feel a lot better. I feel a lot more organized when I batch create, and I can kind of be in the mindset to create. Sometimes you're just not. Sometimes I don't want to sit in front of a camera. I don't have the energy, and you got to take that into consideration too. So I like to definitely film all in one day, hype myself up for a film day, and just really be in that mindset. So when I turn around and edit, I can just really be in my PJs on the couch and edit and not have to do everything all in one day. So before you leave, if you want to click the link down below, I went ahead and just created a graphic for you to really get your ideas and thoughts organized when it comes to your brand pillars, your aesthetic, your niche, your posting schedule, just all the things. Click the link below. You can download it. You can import it into GoodNotes or Notability, or wherever the case may be, and fill it out yourself. Or you can even print it out if you want and do it that way. But I went ahead, just made it easier for you guys so you can organize your thoughts and really start building your personal brand. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content tips. Let's keep this conversation going in the comments. Drop your pillars down below and let's just start hyping each other up and building a connection. I'll see you in the next one. Go create something amazing.